Nation-state under pressure, immigration, human rights, and the West's identity test. The late 19th and early 20th centuries marked the rise of the nation-state, a political model built around the idea of a homogeneous people sharing a single language, culture, and national story. Legitimacy rested on one nation, one identity. Yet globalization, post-colonial migration, technological change, and labor mobility have steadily eroded this assumption of homogeneity. After World War II, two powerful ideals shaped the West: human rights and multiculturalism. Europe, haunted by the war's atrocities, sought a legal order centered on human dignity. In the United States, the civil rights movement pushed for equal citizenship for Black Americans and immigrant communities alike. The 1960s and 70s were decades when living together in difference seemed not only possible but aspirational. Today the picture is starkly different. In both Europe and the US, immigration debates have turned fierce. This shift isn't just economic, it's an identity crisis. For decades, many nations experimented with being multi-ethnic states. Recently, though, we've seen a pull back toward the traditional nation-state ideal. Several forces drive this reversal. Economic anxiety. Globalization enriched some but left many working-class communities feeling excluded, fueling anti-immigrant populism. Cultural fear. Once dominant national identities, white, Christian, Protestant, have weakened. For some, this feels like loss and threat, prompting a search for older homogeneity. Political exploitation. Populist leaders have promised simple answers to complex global issues, using "take back our country" rhetoric. This trend is visible in post-Trump America and in Europe amid the refugee crisis. Human rights and multicultural ideals are pushed aside by arguments about security, economics, and cultural cohesion. Asylum policies tighten. Free speech and equality discourses shrink. Yet this is precisely the moment when Western democracies face a defining choice. If the US and Europe can navigate migration and diversity without abandoning human rights, they could offer the world a new civic model, one proving that multi-ethnic, multi-faith democracies can thrive. Such success would expand freedom not just for migrants but for minorities, women, LGBTQ+ people, and anyone outside a majority identity. If instead the West retreats, back to the white Protestant America of the 1960s to 80s or to an ethnically homogeneous Europe, freedoms will narrow for everyone. Once human rights norms are rolled back, rebuilding them is painfully slow. Democratic backsliding would make the world not only less just but more unstable. The fundamental question now is, can the nation-state adapt to true diversity, or will it try to reimpose an older, exclusive homogeneity? The answer matters globally. A rights-based, pluralistic model would inspire others and strengthen international norms. Failure would mean a long retreat of universal human rights and a chilling signal for pluralism everywhere. The world is therefore at a turning point. If the West meets this challenge with multiculturalism and human rights intact, it won't just solve an immigration dilemma, it will redefine democracy for the 21st century. If it fails, the ghosts of 20th century identity wars may return.